Hey everybody, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Farming Simulator 17, and welcome back to Gwenddwr. So yeah, it started raining. I got as many fields done as I could before the rain came, and if we take a look here, we got everything done on the farm side of the map versus the BGA side. On the farm side, we got everything done except field 25. And we got, in return for that, we got about 60,000 liters of soybeans, and that's from 6 fields. So if that holds true for all 12 fields, we should have about 120,000. Now, right now, the price is down, so we've got 120,000 liters would give us about 140,000 pounds. But if we wait until next summer, next spring, next summer, where is it? Right there. Next summer, yeah, high summer next year, that will be almost 250,000. So, yep, we're going to sit on this. And we do have other crops in the silos. We can sell some canola, and we can sell wheat and barley and get a little bit of money. Corn, you don't get a lot of money for, but we can have some walking around money in the bank account. We're not going to go broke between now and next summer when we sell that, and we don't have a lot to spend money on, right? So we're covered. It's raining. Can't use this thing. Now, when I look here, if we go here and then here, we paid 10 grand to rent this thing. Base cost is 5 grand per operating hour. First hour is 5 grand. And then per day, it's 1,000. So 11,000 to roll it off the shop parking lot, and then 5,000 an hour to use it. Now we're going to leave this thing parked until tomorrow and then finish our harvest. So I'm hoping that tonight at midnight, we don't get like a 40,000 euro, 40,000 pound rental bill for that thing. I'm hoping it's going to be just the hourly for what we continued to do off camera after I got done recording last episode, and also the overnight fee, and then we'll finish up tomorrow. So I'm hoping, I know it's going to cost us more than 11,000 total to rent that thing, but I'm hoping it doesn't cost us, like I said, 30 or 40,000 pounds. Now, we're still going to make plenty of money from these soybeans, but I'd like to make more rather than less. So hopefully the rental fees don't beat us up. But rather than taking it back and then renting it again, I'm just going to keep it overnight. And it's also possible that this moisture that's on the crops right now will be dry by later this evening, and I can continue harvesting today and possibly even take that thing back tonight. So we'll see. What I'm going to do today, you saw when we went to the map, you saw field 22 is cultivated. I put the Fiat to work in field 22 because I'm going to put in winter canola, right? We've got all these arable fields that we converted over from grass. There's no point letting them just sit till next spring when we could have another crop growing during the winter. So I got the Fiat going on field 22, and what we're going to do is get it going now across the lane here, across the passage, on field 28. And then we're going to hop in the MB track. Take that down. We're going to lease a Kuhn drill, and we're going to start putting some canola in field 22, and then we'll call it for the episode right there. It might be a little bit short, hopefully not too short. Right, so this is field 28, and we're going to be field work, and we're good there. Field 28, let me just confirm. Yep, field 28. That's all good. A couple of those. Right, like that. Generate course. Set that to always on. And where is our start point? Right down here. So yeah, things are going smoothly. I've made 6 trips over to the grain storage point. It's not bad. I'm glad we'll make a total of 7 trips maybe from this side, and then from the other side it's just right across the lane, so we won't be driving very far. Straighten this out a little bit. Yep, right about there. We won't be driving very far on the other side when we go over to the BGA side to finish those fields. We won't be driving nearly as far. So I think this all worked out, and no problem for the Fiat to pull that thing. And that's that side done. We can go through this back gate here into the yard. We'll hop in the MB track. Now I emptied out the combine harvester. It was only a couple thousand liters, but I emptied that out into the trailer. I did put a sheet on it, and then I brought it undercover as well. So there's only a couple thousand liters of soybeans in there, but I didn't want those to get wet. That's a thing, right? You don't... Is that right? That seems not right. You don't want crops to get wet, obviously. Yeah, there it goes. That was... You saw that the 3-point was not all the way connected on the front. Not a big deal. All right, so we're going to drop this weight and then head down to... Where's a good place? How about right here in the grass? We'll head down to the store. We'll get that thing rented, and we'll get it full. And I think we even have some seed sitting in the parking lot down at the store, which is not completely immersive, but, you know, that happens. So we're going to put now, I guess, another 12 fields. We'll just put in another 12 fields of canola as we did with the soybeans, right? I mean, why not? And then that can just be growing all winter. And at a certain point, we're going to need to decide what to do with our money, because next summer we can sell these soybeans for $250,000, and we'll have hopefully a similar amount of canola, and we can sell that either next summer directly, or we can bank that as well and sell it when the price goes up. We can wait for a great demand, whatever. But we're going to start making, as on the Western Shore, I don't want to say we're going to make more money than we know what to do with, because we can always think of things to do money, to do with money. Constantly tripping over words lately. We can always think of things to buy. We can always think of things to do with our money. But what do we actually want to do with it? We want to get more sheep, for one thing, and they're pretty expensive. So $250,000 is 20, 40, that's about, call it 50 sheep. We could buy 50 sheep, start making a lot more wool. But until that geomod kicks in, first day of next spring, I hope it kicks in, I don't know what we're going to get for wool. So is it worth it to buy sheep? You know, we got some things to think about. So we'll figure all this stuff out in time. But we are going to have quite a bit of money here fairly soon, and we're going to need to figure out what to do with it. Right, so we want to go here, and then from the coon pack, because it will be MR, we want to lease this thing, right? And we want to lease this thing, right? And this draws 100 horsepower. I think that makes sense. We can get ourselves back around the corner here. There we go. Or we'd have to go with something smaller than this. One of the little, is it the Cavernaland? I think it might be. There's a tiny little Cavernaland, but it's like 2 meters. It's very small. So we'll go with this one instead. And I think, yeah, we can even fill this right now. And how much is left in there? All right, so now we'll pick this thing up, then we'll get another pallet of seed and load this the rest of the way. Oh. All right, easy. Let's try to line this up a little better. As big as this MB track is, some of this equipment just kind of dwarfs it. All right. And then that one. And of course, no hose. Oh, it drives me crazy. Drives me crazy that there's no hose. The developer said there was a reason why they couldn't do that. I don't recall exactly what it was. It never really, you know what I mean? I'm not really buying it. But regardless, we got no hose. Oh, the immersion. All right, so if we pull this up here, and then we'll fill this thing. And before I forget, I will most likely set this to soybean. In fact, we can do it right now. Soybean, canola. We'll set it to canola right now because sure enough, I will forget. All right, close the cover. Do that. And off we go, back to the farm. Right, and what else is going on? Nothing. Soybean harvest. Got to figure out what to do with money. Our sheep currently, we don't have that many. They're not making a lot of wool. I was thinking about the possibility of selling a little bit of soybean now and getting some more sheep now, but there's no reason to. They're not reproducing and they're not making wool. So all we would be doing is sort of feeding them for no reason. And that doesn't make a lot of economic sense. So we'll hold off on that. And there's one narrow spot right about here somewhere. This is only 4 meters, but there's a narrow spot. Very carefully, so we don't take out this fool's downspout. There we go. We made it. And that's it. This is a different kind of map. It is. It's different than Western Shore. I don't want to compare everything to the Western Shore. Western Shore is an amazing map. It's a legendary map, arguably the best map ever. I don't want to constantly be comparing other maps to Western Shore. But it's interesting that, I'm not trying to be an ass or anything, but there's so much more to do on the Western Shore, it seems like, than there is on any other map that I've played. The map just feels very full. Whereas on this map, we're sort of not looking for things to do. That's not exactly the right way to say it, but it's got, I don't know. I feel like we've got a lot more downtime on this map at the moment. However, could just be the way we're playing it. And there's certainly nothing wrong with the map. I don't mean to imply that. All right, so let's go down here and get turned around. And this thing is, I feel like we're going to be a little, it's going to be cumbersome in that field. These fields have a very small grass verge, and they're pretty small to begin with. And look how long this thing is. So we'll need to keep an eye on this as it's working. All right, so we're coming over here to field 22, and how are we doing on time? 12 minutes? Wow, this is quick. All right, and we are set to canola, and just to confirm, we can plant canola. Yes, we can. All right, so we go here. We want to say planting and seeding. That's correct. Field 22. Width is correct. I'm going 2 headlands. I'm going to risk it. I think it'll be okay. I hope it is. We want this set here because we do have some mud going now. And where's our... Oh, hang on. Moment. Reverse that. There you go. And we're going to start right up top. So we'll let this run a couple of lengths, confirm that everything's working okay. We'll go across the passage and check the Fiat, make sure that's doing okay. I imagine it is. I haven't seen any warnings. And we'll call it. And then next episode, I don't know. I imagine we'll be done with soybean harvest by then. I honestly don't know what time of year it will be. It may even be possibly next spring. So we'll go here, start from the first waypoint. Everything's good. Everything's good. Ridge markers are deactivated. All right. All right, there it goes. All right, seems to be working all right. And we are planting, just to confirm, we are planting canola. Fantastic. All right, this is all working out. And we'll head over here, and I think that's us done for today. Yeah. We'll just need to wait for the rain to stop and the crops to dry, and then we can continue working on the soybeans. Let's see how we're doing over here. Yeah, making progress. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you. All right. Well, we'll figure out what to do next episode, whether we want it to be... Man, I don't know. I guess the next thing that would happen would be we could either be selling soybeans next summer or harvesting canola next summer or late next spring. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Figure it out, as we always do. There you have it. Thanks for stopping back to check out the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farming Simulator 17. This is Gwenddwr. We'll see you next time. Take care now.